We're the beneficiaries not only of this gift of Sacred Heart education, but we've been the beneficiaries of generations of religious of the Sacred Heart. Religious women have given their lives totally, hearts that have held nothing back. They're our model, they're our examples, and they're our inspiration. They were, as we call it, the living endowment for the longest time. We take that gift of education, that gift of hearts that hold nothing back, and we look to celebrate that legacy. We're celebrating 200 years of Sacred Heart education.
I think it's very important to honor the legacy of Villa Duchesne Oak Hill School. We have received a great gift from our foundress, St. Madeleine Sophie Barra. And she believed in bringing people to God, letting people understand God's love for them. And she wanted to do that through education.
The legacy of Sacred Heart education in the St. Louis area has been so important, first through City House, Bear Hall, and to be able to endow our future ensures the leadership of the Sacred Heart will continue, ensures that we will still see the benefits of City House and Bear Hall as we move forward.
I had a Sacred Heart education, and it meant a lot to me, but it meant more after I got out and looked back. It's an honor for me to tell you how deeply appreciative I am for all that was given to me, and I want the students to pick up somewhere that honor.
Our daughter Ava is so happy here. This school is a very loving school. We are all here for each other. I've learned that this school requires high academics, which is so important for our kids, and they teach and develop the whole child.
It's more than just reading, writing, and arithmetic. It's the values that we have that these young children grow up with.
Villa Duchesne, to me, means that we have a faith-based start to build the foundation, both morally and academically, for a very strong and successful future for our daughter.
I've taught some of their grandmothers, I've taught their mothers, aunts, and when they come into the office and I'll say, "Oh, I know your mother." Well, that's good and bad, I guess. But we're all together.
The 200th anniversary is an opportunity not to look back, but really to look forward. So an opportunity in the fundraising as part of our strategic plan is, what will your legacy be? Our strategic plan at Villa Duchesne Oak Hill is really answering the question, what is our dream for the school? Our dream for the school isn't something just here and now, but we reach back to this wonderful legacy started by St. Madeleine Sophie Barra in 1800. She took a risk. In 1818, she sent one of her greatest gifts to us, St. Rose Philippine Duchesne. We here, our namesake, celebrates that legacy. St. Rose Philippine Duchesne took a risk. We try to form our students day in and day out with that same essential element of education in the Sacred Heart tradition, which is to take risks, to be bounded by the drive to know.
The leadership has identified certain needs for the initiative, one of which is the auditorium converting to a true theater and a community center. The Kennefic Gym certainly could use a restoration to get up to the standards of today's athletics, and Conde Field is lacking in concessions and restrooms, which I think would really help for the future generations of the school.
We ask that every family step up and participate in this initiative. We've got to sustain what we've created thus far, and it does take time, it takes money, and it takes all of us rolling up our sleeves and chipping in and doing our part. We all need to be part of this journey.
We can honor the religious of the Sacred Heart and all the educators that have come before us by using our God-given talents that were enhanced because we became children of the Sacred Heart to the best of our abilities.
My hopes for this school is that the future of St. Louis will be brighter because we have a community of learners which can change the world.
It's just not another school. It's a school with a sacred mission and an obligation to carry it on. What will your legacy be?